All right. It's my birthday.
Hello, YouTube. It's my birthday today. Yeah!
All right. We're going to play some Silent Hill. Classic. Praying to Forever. He's a classic. There's just one more I have to show you because there's... Oh my god. This is going to copyright claim me, though. Let's see if I can sneak around it. Are we sure we don't have one that's without that audio? Oh, here we go.
Coming at you live on this is 50.com. I know y'all got a chance to check out my new video. Okay, right, last night. Fire. It's hot. You understand what I'm saying to you? But I'm here to introduce to you the new secret weapon right here.
Hello. Hello, it's Brewing 2 Forever, and I flew out here from Canada to meet Fiddy. Just kicking it old school, bitches.
Right, we just kicking it, bitches, and you know what? Fall back, all right?
Fall
back. Today's Friday, you understand? Friday is the only day that he can't have 100 hoes on him. Do you understand? So he's chilling. We're chilling in New York City, baby. All the way from
Canada. Unit.
Oh, no.
Telling you, boy.
Fiddy's what a nice person. Was that for charity? I don't think so. There's this weird 50 Cent became like enamored with these like strange looking characters on YouTube where if somebody got a lot of views just for looking weird, which is what happened in early YouTube, like people would see the thumbnail of Praying to Forever and go like, ah, and then click on it. And that's how they became like YouTube famous. There was another character. There was someone who I think had dwarfism that was in the same boat, and Fiddy also did a collab with them. And it was just like, oh, 50 Cent just really likes strange-looking children. It's kind of what I gathered. It seemed to be his thing. All right, so we've done this floor. We haven't done the basement. There's a basement, right? I don't even have a map for the basement, I don't think. Oh, why is the basement the 4th page? Okay. So I could go upstairs, but I'm going to do this first. We recorded the podcast. I told Jake, like, look, I could recommend one of two things. I could recommend something that we've all seen and I think we'll all enjoy and enjoy talking again. Or we could continue the Spite era. Because Alex has harmed me with the B movie. And I let him decide just so he wouldn't be catching strays. And Jake chose the dark side. And boy, oh boy. He wanted to take it back after I said what movie. And I didn't let him. He chose violence. Well, I don't think Jake's gonna recommend something in the spot. Well, maybe he will. Maybe he will to fit in. Which is not a bad thing. I already have my next one after this planned too. And it's definitely not like a good movie or anything. Fireplace in the conference room. The spider is funny. And also, it's kind of like you get caught in a pattern of just only talking about good movies for a while, and so it's nice to change that up, you know? So I'm on day 2 of Vyvanse, and although I thought it would be working better than methylphenidate, it's not. In fact, it's kind of shit for me. I guess everybody's bodies react differently to different medications. And I kind of had a panic attack earlier, and I had to lay down, which is annoying because it's my birthday. But I was trying to get stuff packed. Yeah, it didn't work. And so I'm gonna try and just get back on the Ritalin or whatever. Am I going back to the old pills? Yes, but my follow-up appointment to get those old pills is in 11 days from now. Because there was the assumption that I would be taking Vyvanse for like a week or whatever. Because I would have assumed that it would have worked well too. Like there was no assumption I would have like a bad reaction to anything, but it turns out that that's probably the case. That's probably why I was feeling shitty yesterday too. It might not have been from the McDonald's. Ow, fuck you. Maybe my body has to get used to the new medication. Maybe. But, like... maybe I'll ask a friend who's also on Vyvanse. And I'll be seeing them in a couple days anyway, so... It's just like, if it was having a negative reaction on me, and my blood pressure was getting high, and my heart rate was getting high, and I felt hot, and I had to, like, fucking take a benzo to make it stop. I'm kind of decentivized to keep experimenting with it when that was day 2. Right? I don't think this doctor is, like, on call. Like, maybe I could call a doctor, but it's like, I don't know. Like a different doctor. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Mr. Horse.
Thank you! Wham bam, thank you, Sam. Fuck you. Uh-oh. Ah! Fuck you! Come on, you were too quick! You were too quick! Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so stupid. Fuck you! I can't believe it!
Adam.
Yeah, thank you, Boards of Cinema. It's cool that I have a birthday the same day as the Aphex Twin song. I actually I was curious. I looked up if there was any meaning to that song being called Avril 14th. Like, if there's any significance to that date for him. But I couldn't find anything, so maybe someone else can fill me in. Because I only looked on, like, Wikipedia or something, I think. The president of El Salvador saying he won't return the political prisoner from the U.S. back. Isn't that fucked? That is fucked. I wonder...
Thank you, Daniel Trevino 12, for gifting 1 community subs.
Thank you. I wonder how safe I am. I mean, I'm probably not. I think I have 0 rights when I go into the U.S. now. So I'm wondering if I should even go into the U.S. anymore. Because if they can just disappear you for no reason, like, are they gonna say that I'm a part of a gang, furry gang? Fuck you.
I love you, Adam. This would have been the perfect way to cap off the Twilight Brothers saga.
Twilight with a cat.
Just doesn't.
Yeah, the with a cat channel is pretty cool.
Happy birthday, Adam.
Thank you. There was one film with Taylor Lautner in a starring role that Scott didn't see, and I'm thinking maybe Gael and I should just do it as a tribute. Just me and Gael. Gael and I. I can't believe how quick this fucking bitch was. I'm ready. I'm ready this time. You weren't even looking. It wasn't even fun. Yeah, run the tide. So it's not going to be good. He's playing himself in a show that takes place during the filming of Twilight? I don't believe you. What is this you're talking about?
Happy birthday, Adam.
Thank you.
Curious to know what your favorite video game horse is.
Video game horse. I love Otto from Shadow of the Colossus. Because I was sad. Is there one that I'm forgetting? Is there one that I should be talking about, but I forgot? Chocobo from AC Origins. Don't play Assassin's Creed. Last of Us horse. There's plenty of Last of Us. There's no character in the Last of Us horse. Ocarina of Time. Nintendo's for gay people. I am not one. This is so funny. The combat's so silly. Ow. Epona? Okay, well, I've never played the games. I've only seen porn of Epona, so I have no idea. I cannot tell from the Eporna I've seen. It says nothing about the character. The horses from my Animal Crossing ethno state. Yeah, but I can't even really, like, name them right now. Who was the twink that we... Who was the, like, glittery twink? Renee. That's a girl, though. Yeah, I'm sticking with Aro. Aro's a bro. Okay? Aro's a friend. Julian, thank you.
Hey, Adam.
Yes!
What's your favorite video game? 4, as in foreskin.
What? Hmm? I don't understand the question. My favorite video game 4 as in foreskin. There's a video. I don't know. I'm not aware of any video game foreskins. With the exception of the official uncut and pierced penis from Bowser that Nintendo claimed ownership over. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff over there. Okay, that door's locked. Okay, we'll just go over there then. There's stairs there, which is nice. And where does it? Okay. Am I enjoying this more or less than the Resident Evil 2 remake? I don't know. I think it's a better... The Resident Evil 2 remake's a better game because it has more of a reason for existing. Like it actually did something. Oh, what? There's 4 spots. What's that? Stellar to the end. Okay, they have symbols. Okay. Bird, lion, cow, featherman. Is this a lion? Is that not gonna work? Or it's like this. No, sorry. Oops. That should be it. Unless it's a mirror image. Featherman, cow, lion, bird. Which way are the spears pointing? There we go. Oh, the haters are... Ugh. I have not heard of blueprints. Is it a pun for the word blueprints? Am I looking forward to Until Dawn movie? Maybe. I still haven't seen the trailer yet. That's on my list. I haven't gotten around to it. I mean, I've enjoyed David's stuff, but also we've seen him kind of like...
HBD, Adam, how do you like this game so far? Better than the OG?
Thank you, Emir. We've also kind of seen David F. Sandberg when the studio is kind of like fucking with his shit. So hopefully it's not another one of those situations. Like the problem is he's working with an IP, right? So even though he's going back to horror, which is a genre that he, more excels in, I guess, or that he's more passionate about, we still have to worry about whether or not there will be, how many notes, right? No, this is not better than the OG. That's for sure. There's cool things about it. Why did it get unscrewed clockwise? Righty tighty, lefty loosey. What the fuck? Unplayable. Alright, let's see. Help. I was gonna spell MILF. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Okay, well, we know we can come back here, I guess. Reading room, bookshelf 205, vanity mirror. I save, I guess. I talked about the Ghibli AI stuff in the question section of the latest Sardonicast episode. And basically my position is, yeah, like AI can look bad. I don't know if I see it as a moral issue in this context when people are just using it as like a Snapchat filter. Like, I don't see it as like a thing to be overly concerned about. It's just like, oh, that's kind of cringe, and then I just move along with my day and don't really think about it. You know? It seems like not even like that important of a discussion. Is it my birthday? Yes. Yeah, exactly, you're a boy. Like, artists are already using AI in cool ways, so... Like, actual artists, you know? Like, the Brutalist used AI, so... Ah!
Happy birthday, Adam. Hopefully we don't bump into Daddy directing Silent
Oh,
Hill.
fuck.
Also, did you see that comic somewhere that Beavis and Butthead in Silent Hill?
Thank you, Claire Nozick. I don't remember if I've seen that comic. If you meant for that to be read in Cool Cat voice and not that weird voice, that means you didn't click the link in the description like the title said to do. So maybe I'll give you a freebie. I can copy your message. Okay, you didn't? Okay, don't worry about it. Good. All right. Just making sure. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Chrysanthemums. Ah! You're weird. Ah! You're also weird. Dingus! Uh-oh. Yeah, I think that every one of my opinions that I'm adopting very early about this whole subject is something that other people are going to eventually come around to and then ignore that I was way ahead of them about. Where is he? Oh, he's under here. There was an interesting interview with James Cameron talking about AI. And I think he was talking about that with some like people at Meta or something. Don't hurt me. Fuck you. Thank you, Sleeping O Beauty. Yeah, like it can bring down costs without needing to replace jobs. Like that's entirely true. Like the issues people have with everything that is bad about AI, and there are things that are bad about AI, undoubtedly. There are things bad about it, but they're not exclusive to AI in the sense that like what we're really talking about is things that already exist that are issues with capitalism. Right? Capitalism and a lack of creativity and a lack of faith in real artists, right? All of those things exist right now. It's just AI is doing it in a slightly different way. I killed you before. Fuck you. Yeah, so if like when I think about like technology and innovation in the future, leaving AI out of the subject entirely, right? So assembly line work is done with robots. That has nothing to do with AI, right? That replaced so many fucking jobs, right? Like Flint, Michigan used to be like automotive manufacturing, and then, you know, the whole place went to shit because eventually it's like, okay, well, we have hydraulics and a system, and then you just pay people to maintain that system instead of paying thousands of people on an assembly line. The company is now able to do it more efficiently. However, that means that those people are out of a job, right? So this exact same thing has been happening forever, just not to like artists as much. Yeah. And it has been happening to artists too. Like we've seen the industry of animation shift, where traditional hand-drawn animators, although they were once in high demand, like a huge staple of the animation industry, all of a sudden, you know, Pixar's Toy Story made money, and then Disney decided to sabotage traditional animation and pretend like nobody wanted it anymore, and now there's no Western 2D animated movies being made, really. Like, it's a rare thing. You have to be like an indie, like a fucking indie director to be making anything like that at this point. So we see these things. We see that, like, when I think of like an idea of the future, think about the media that human beings have created when thinking about the future, right? Think about things like the Jetsons, right? Think about things like Star Trek. You know, in the Jetsons, the robot replaced a human made, you know, like the human we but when watching the Jetsons, we never thought like, oh man, that was a job that got taken away from a person that could be doing that, right? Or when if we were to use like a tax filing software, we don't think like, oh, the poor accountant that could have been doing this for me, you know? Like when Picard uses the holodeck, we don't think, ah, the image that they're generating of the outside was based off of that AI's understanding of outside and probably utilized other images to get that reference. And those artists aren't being paid for that generation. Like, nobody was thinking about those things, right? But I still think that that's like a future that we could still get towards while eliminating the issues that come from, oh, I can actually rotate, the potential issues that would come from everything that people have concerns about right now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear horsey.
Aw.
Happy birthday to you from your
Thank you.
favorite cool cat.
Thank you. I feel a great sense of affirmation being called horsey. because I'm a freak. Certified freak. 7 days a week. Okay, I'm missing one. No, there's one on the ground. No? There's no... No, I am missing one. Okay. Yeah, it's like it's a complicated subject. But like, if the technology is something that exists and is coming anyway, which it is, and has many, many potential uses in the future for lots of good, right? So like medical science, right? Using AI to detect cancer cells and, you know, better diagnose and treat patients. And, you know, even if we're talking purely artistically, right? If let's say we all agree that there's artistry in writing, right? We all agree that there's artistry in coming up with a concept. We all agree that there's artistry in like storyboarding, right? Not everybody has the network, the connections, or the money, especially the money, right? To be able to get an entire crew together to make a full-fleshed version of reality come true, right? If we get to a point where AI can take someone's concept and help them realize, help them turn that concept into something that they can actually use. You know, maybe right now with the current technology of AI, it wouldn't create something good. It might just help them create proof of concept. And if they have proof of concept, then they could get funding from a studio and help, you know, with that aspect. That's a possibility. Ripe Epper. Hello? Oh yeah, like people are gonna get screwed because of a lack of basic income, right? And AI might make that screwing happen sooner rather than later, but it's not AI's fault. It's this people getting screwed by not having social safety nets is a problem that has been happening and has been consuming and affecting more people over time without AI, and we would all be in that exact same place regardless, just maybe not as quickly, right? Yeah, in the same way that, like, COVID pushed a lot of people into poverty in countries where they didn't have proper social safety nets, right? Where it's like, okay, did COVID do that? Or did the fact that your country doesn't have proper social safety nets do that? Right? Because people recovered a lot better in countries that had proper social safety nets. A lot of things that COVID made very difficult and deadly for people in the States, COVID hit a lot of other places too, and things were less difficult and less deadly, right? So was it COVID that did that, or was it just not being prepared to actually deal with... Say what? That was weird. Deal with these little bitches. That's what I wanted to say. It was about not having to deal with these little bitches. Oh, shit! No! Stop it! What the fuck? Hello? My light. I'm in contact with a lot of, like, real artists, legitimate directors. Like, I'm not gonna say who's saying these things, but people do use AI for like storyboard and proof of concept. Like to show a studio executive, they'll use something like Midjourney to create like an aesthetic or an environment, right? Or like that's a common thing. Like when you're like actual artists that aren't like perpetually on Twitter, like are just doing these things, and they're doing them in ways that are not unethical, they're not harmful, they're just useful, right? In the USA, they don't act like 1 million people who died of COVID was nothing. They act like having to wear masks in public places at the discretion of the business themselves was like Nazi Germany. In fact, Marjorie Taylor Greene did compare unvaccinated to like Anne Frank, didn't she? And in the US, this is something that people forget about COVID. In the US, there was no vaccine mandate. They had a testing mandate. They had the option. They literally had the option. Right? Anybody that didn't want to get the vaccine, unless you worked for like the military where it was a requirement to get a vaccine, and it's like, okay, you're in the military, there's a bunch of vaccines you're required to get. If it was any other business, the mandate wasn't you have to get the vaccine or else you get fired. The mandate was you have to get the vaccine unless you want to be tested every week. So that option was there. That option was there. If you wanted to, if you were fine getting tested every week, who cares? Oh no, this 1 in every 100 years mystery virus that's killing millions of people is infecting everybody at a rate so fast that we don't know what to do. And the government does some things to try and make less people die that involve some sort of, like, I don't know, cooperation, which is impossible in the United States. Like, literally the hardest thing for the United States to do is be united. Yeah, like a temporary thing where we can go like, hey, maybe let's not all, like, sneeze on all the employees at Costco for, like, a year. Can we try that? Just while we figure out what's killing everybody? Can we... You guys want to try that? And they were like, that's my right! That's my right to sneeze on Costco employees! And now they act like that was the Holocaust, when, like... Dude, like, first of all, it's over. Second, was it that bad? Like, the worst that came of it, in terms of, like, long-term effects for people, is the gap in education, because, like, kids were being taught over Zoom, right? But then it's like, okay, what's the alternative? Like, the 40 through 60-year-old teachers teaching them get infected and die. Right? So people would always make this argument like, what? How come the kids couldn't be at school? You're statistically okay if you catch COVID as a kid. Yeah, who do you think they're being taught by? Other kids? Jesus Christ. You don't care about the lives of teachers? You literally just don't care about their lives? Holy fuck. That wasn't even in the conversation for these people.
Achoo! 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 Remember what they took from us. Never forgive, never forget. Achoo! 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 Get owned, libtars.
Achoo! Get owned, libtars. That's pretty good. Yeah, so I was fortunate enough to be working from home anyway. And also fortunate enough to have a mindset where, like, if there is a like thing that needs to be done, like a lifestyle change, especially a temporary one, to do in an emergency situation, I just have the brain where I'm like able to do that. It's like put my comfort aside for the sake of being careful and like not accidentally killing grandma sort of thing. Um yeah. And then people living in countries where like the government didn't let you just fucking run out of money, where there was actual like proper stimulus and social safety nets. Thank you, Olivia.
Thank you, Olivia Manser, for rating with 14 viewers.
Thank you. It is my birthday. I was just gonna go pee real quick, but I'll be right back. Oh, you found something funny? Should I wait? Okay.